Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, good morning and happy Monday morning to everyone. This is our Monday morning chat, roundtable chat, and I'm filling in for the beautiful and heart-centered Karen O'Neill, who is still recovering from shoulder surgery. So we definitely want to send her our love, our loving thoughts and prayers. I don't know if you have any updates, Gregory, but
Oh, Robin might.
okay, we can hear that later. But the Monday morning roundtable chat is a time for us to come together. And our wonderful Judy Daniel used to always say it's a round table. So it's everyone is equal here. And it's a chance for everyone to share your love of these products and share a story, either yours or someone else's. And we just uplift each other. It's a great little vitamin B12 shot for the week. So it's a great place to come and be with our community. And so many of us are really missing community right now. So this is a beautiful community. Our Live Younger community is just really near and dear to my heart. I'm just so grateful for this community. I love you guys. I'm going to get emotional here. So on these calls, we do not diagnose, we do not name disease states. And we do not treat or diagnose. These patches do not treat or diagnose any disease. So we stick with symptoms. Okay, so everyone, as you share your stories, many of you are regulars, but for those of you who are new, we do not name disease states, but you can name any symptom that you may have experienced, and then which patch or patches you've used, and then what the result was after using the patches. So I'm going to open it up, and it doesn't matter, big stories, small stories, dramatic or seemingly insignificant, they are all important because, and even if you've shared before, there are people on this call that have never heard your share. So I just want to open it up, and who is chomping at the bit to share a story about one of the patches?
I can share real quick, and it's more of our group that helps, and what the team does for you when you have questions about a patch than necessarily what's going on with the specific patch. But I was talking to someone this last week, and I just got hit with a question with a circumstance that I had no clue how to answer the question. And it is so nice to have some professional people who are above you that you can just contact. I contacted Dr. Barbara and Helen, both of which, and then Helen contacted Dr. Nicholas. Both of them came back within a relatively short amount of time to give me the answers I needed so that I could pass it on to my potential customer. Because I had absolutely no idea. And, with so much going on with these things, there's no way that any one person can just really know, especially if you're newer, how to answer these questions. So I just have to just give congratulations and thanks to the team that really is up there to help you to promote and give those answers to your potential clients and stuff.
Oh, amen to that, Jaren. That is a wonderful share. And that is so true of our community. We definitely have support. Every time I reach out to Helen, I hear back. She's my sponsor, my wonderful sponsor, Femtor. I hear back from her within minutes, and not minutes, it's within an hour or so. And if I can't reach Helen, then I reach up to Robin and Gregory. And great point, Jeremy, we do not have to have all the answers. We can point to a tool, or we can reach out to our upline. So thank you. And now we have Gregory. We have the protocols on our InTouch. Gregory's always the cheerleader for the InTouch app. All of us are, but there's protocols now on the app, which actually, can you tell us where those are on the app, Gregory, exactly? The protocol video. Okay.
Robin will. You got to scroll down pretty far. I saw them yesterday. I was playing around with the app, and I saw them, and they're a little bit, the app has this really robust library, logically sequenced, and product approach, business approach, science, and testimonials. and it's downstream a little bit, but it's there.
Okay,
And I
thank you.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to look for it yet, but I've had
it's
questions.
under subject videos and it's where to place the patches. It's a whole new category in the app, says where to place the patches.
Nice.
Wonderful. And Dr. Brian, who's one of our new people on the call, if you have not downloaded the InTouch app, I highly recommend you do that. It's a wonderful business tool. So
Yes, I downloaded it on Friday after I talked to Gregory, and he is a great cheerleader for the app. And when I opened it, I was blown away at this. I've been in network marketing for decades, but I've never seen anything like this. And so I've been going all through it, and I did find those videos this morning, and I shared with a new customer that I got just yesterday about a shoulder pain protocol with the IceWave. So I know he's looked at it because I got the notice that said he looked at it. So.
oh, beautiful. I have a couple people with shoulder pain. I'm going to definitely check that out. Thanks, Dr. Brian.
Yep, it's IceWave Part 2 is the one you want to send for shoulder.
Okay. All right. All right. Does anyone else have a share, either a personal story or someone else that you've patched, or, and again, big or small?
I do. This is Barbara. I'm not turning on my camera today, but I thought for Dr. Brian, I'd share a couple things that I've seen in my practice that he'd be interested in, especially. So I've recommended the X39 patches to several patients, a lot of patients for a lot of different reasons. But a couple standout ones, at least early on, that really made me a true believer in this product was an 86-year-old man who had a compression fracture of T12. And after 2 months, he was still in so much pain he could barely move, and he was on prednisone and painkillers, and really wanted to get off of them. And so when I told them about this, they said, yeah, we want to try it. They ordered him right away. And I didn't see or hear from him for about a month. But then a month later, they walked in, he and his wife walked into my office, and they were just smiling ear to ear. He's like, I feel so good. I'm off both of these prescriptions, and I'm up and around. And his wife, who's like 18 years younger than him, she was probably happier than he was, because she was the one who was doing everything for him and listening to all of the moaning and groaning and complaining. And she, they were just so happy that he, because of his age, the doctors told him he would probably take 6 to 9 months to heal and be on those meds for that long. And within a month of using the X39, he was off both of the medicines and walking, up and around out of his chair. So a month after that, he was outside shoveling snow.
Oh. What was I remember meeting that gentleman at the meeting at your office, Barbara, that you and I did, right?
Yeah, that's Bob.
Bob? Yeah.
Yep.
He was a jolly fellow. I mean, you would not have known that. Well, he wasn't in pain at that time, but he was no worse for wear. He was doing great. He was
but apparently he's quite a complainer when he's in pain, but who isn't?
Well, aren't we all? I mean, that's hard.
Okay. Yeah. But his wife, I didn't even know she had this problem, but she at the same time told me that she had been using them now for a month and that she could feel her feet again. And I didn't know, but for 12 years, the bottom half of her feet have been numb from nerve damage after an Achilles rupture and surgical repair. So 12 years of numb feet, and in 1 month she could feel 2/3 of one foot, and the other foot that she was feeling the tingling sensation starting to come back.
Oh my gosh.
So that's when I thought, wow, that's not something I can do with any other tool or adjustment.
Right.
Mm. We never
Yeah.
know where those stem cells are going to go to work. And that's a beautiful story. And many of us have heard that, we share the patches with someone and they say, I have this, as Gregory says, this lumpokaroo. I have this condition and I want it to work on that, or I have this knee pain or whatever. And then the wisdom of our body, the divine innate intelligence of our incredible body will go to work. The stem cells will go to where they're most needed. And it could be a more life-threatening issue, that's a bigger issue than maybe a pain in the knee or a pain in the back. But it is wonderful when someone is in pain and they get out of pain. And that does happen often. So anyone else would like to share?
Just
I
to
would
add
like
to that,
Dr.
Michelle,
Oh,
I just wanted to second that, Michelle, that how important it is to set expectations with people when they start using them, and explain that their body's wisdom is going to use it in the highest priority, and they may or may not notice it right away.
right.
It may or may not be a very noticeable thing. And yay if it is, hooray if they're one of the people, the many people who feel so much better after a few days or a week, but then they're not discouraged and quit using them after a week if they don't.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Barbara. Yes. And Tim Peake just shared, someone on Facebook shared that she had a sore throat and a slight cough last night. She put a glutathione on her throat at bedtime and no symptoms this morning.
Thanks.
That's
Yay!
correct.
Glutathione to the rescue.
I'd like to share one.
Yes, please.
You can hear me? Okay. The customer that I was referring to earlier, it was a 22-year veteran fighter pilot. Matter of fact, whenever 9/11 happened, he was the fighter pilot that escorted President Bush with the two fighter pilots on each side. Anyway, the G-forces of all of those years did wreak havoc on his body. As a matter of fact, he was just given 90% disability from the government for all the forces that have happened on him. So I had just sent him the tracker this morning and then said, hey, I hope you slept well, and how are you feeling? So he said, I basically just worked out and I feel no pain, and I slept better last night than I have in months. So this is his third day on X-39. So that's exciting because he has a lot of influence with other fighter pilots, being he was a captain in the Air Force. So I'm excited about that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Dr. Brian, thank you for sharing. Oh my, that's great. Anyone else have a share? We have,
I can share another one real quick.
yes, please.
Back a little over a year ago when I started, it wasn't too long after that, I got my little neighbor lady across the street who is in her mid-70s. I got her on the X-39s, and she's on a couple other things, glutathione and the Nirvana is what she's using. But I was over there talking with her probably about 6 weeks ago and visiting. And I just kind of kept looking at her a little bit. And I finally told her, I said, your skin looks a whole lot better than it did before when you started these things. That there's improvement in just how your skin looks. And what was so nice is she said, thank you so much. She says, I wasn't sure. I was thinking I saw something there, but I just wasn't sure. So that's one of the things that's nice. Some of the things are so subtle and they move a little bit slower that sometimes you don't believe your own eyes.
Right.
That, things can be changing and you just really aren't aware of it, or you're just not sure that that could possibly be what it is.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's one of the things that's very, very encouraging about these. It does take time on things like that, but people just don't always really even recognize what they're seeing themselves. They need someone else to tell them. So always remember that with your customers and stuff too. If you notice things,
Mhm.
make sure You let them know that you've noticed them.
Excellent, excellent.
Karen,
excellent advice.
Michelle, if I could just chime in on that, just a nudge to everyone. It's really important to take pictures of those fine lines, wrinkles, and scars before you start on X39. So whenever you're starting a new person on the products, encourage them, say, you're going to see some slow, gradual changes in your skin and appearance and maybe scars that, it's not overnight. The pain might go away overnight, but the scars and wrinkles aren't. But take some pictures, because 30 or 60 or 90 days from now, you'll probably be very impressed.
Yeah, very good idea, Gregory. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Take a selfie. And if someone's like, I don't want to take a picture of myself, well, you don't have to show anybody. Take a picture and, keep it on your phone and wait 6 months, 3 to 6 months, and take another picture. Like there's that one woman who's posted, if anyone wants that, just, get in touch with me or send me a message. But there's a woman who took the day I guess before she started, and then after 3 months, 6 months, and a year, I believe, a woman who showed her face, and it looked like she had Botox or something. And also her circles under her eyes were much, much smaller. They weren't so dark and they weren't so puffy. So it took a year for her to get to that point, but hey, I'm planning on being an X39 for the rest of my life. So I want to keep getting younger. So.
Well, as a matter of fact, we are getting younger. It's like,
Helen.
Right?
Remember, Helen, do our little song. I'm getting younger. I'm making stem cells. I'm making stem cells. We're making... Helen and I came up with that jingle way back.
I want to share that I grew a really weird skin tag on my leg just below my knee. And if you put on a cute summer dress, forget about it. Look, everybody's eye would go there, right? I'm sure they didn't, but you made up that they did. Anyways, it disappeared using X39 on the back of my neck within 3 weeks of, using it. And then I had a strange one on my temple here that disappeared as well. But I wanted to say, when Jared said this little old lady in her mid-70s, I'm thinking, crap, could be me.
I didn't say little old lady. I said my little neighbor lady.
Oh, little neighbor lady.
Well, I love that, because a lot of people do think you're old in your 70s, right? I mean, I'm just 70, but a lot of people wouldn't guess I'm 70. And I hope some of you agree. Well, because I am, a year and a half younger than when I first started. So I'm sorry, Jared. I just heard it wrong, but I got to giggle, right?
I'd like to share a personal one. I do have a personal one as well. I'm a lead singer in a rock band, a local rock band. And so right before I started, I had an umbilical hernia. And I actually had started the patches before the umbilical hernia surgery. And so I had the surgery, and I was told, you're not going to be able to move around very good for about 2 or 3 weeks. I had a show the 4th day after surgery. So a surgery on a Tuesday and a show on a Saturday. And although I was in pain, I was able to perform, and the scars, the 3 laparoscopic scars on the side, they healed up so fast that it's pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh. The music must go on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Yeah, you might want to help a little bit out with that jingle that Michelle just tried to do, and see if you can kind of.
I think I can add cowbell. Yeah, I can add cowbell to that, and that's going to be great.
Good idea.
All right. Well, we are at, we have a couple minutes left. If someone would like to share another one, we definitely would love to hear you.
Well, I have a story about a friend of mine who has had repeated injuries to his ankle, and it's just kind of coming apart. And so I suggested Ice Wave, and he put it on, and he had that look on his face like, that didn't just happen. And he got up and started stomping around like he could barely walk around at the time. The pain, he's one of those stories that it was immediate for him. And he definitely keeps up with the Ice Wave. He just came and got some the other day. But it doesn't happen that way for everyone, but it certainly did for him.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Tim.
Fantastic.
Hi, Robin. Hello.
Morning, everybody. Oh, this is so fun hearing the stories. Are we
morning.
ready for announcements for tonight?
Yes, we are. We are at 20 after. So yes, go ahead.
Okay, so announcements for tonight. We have a very special guest this evening to celebrate. Judy Daniel made presidential. It is
Oh,
humongous. It is second to the top, and that means 100,000 in volume. Excuse me.
Oh.
So we're going to celebrate Judy tonight. We have a
Oh.
very special training on the 4 steps to lasting success with our very own Gregory Mascari. He's been working diligently on this for quite a while. I want to thank everyone who attended JJ's Ending the Year Strong. If you weren't able to attend and want the link, private message me. If anyone wants to say a quick something about it, anyone?
Oh my gosh, JJ's amazing. She's heart-centered and she's so wise and she has years and years, decades of experience. She made us laugh. We were
Yeah.
standing up in the Wonder Woman posture. It was great.
So if you're at the stage of your life where you're ready to let go of the limitations, the blockages, have a bigger picture of what's going on and cruise into 2021 really strong and healthy, she has tremendous resources on her website. The webinar she did was fabulous. So it's in the Facebook group. The link is in the Facebook group. And if you want that amazing handout, private message me and I will get it to you. Okay, and then I also wanted to say the promotion. Oh my gosh, they got a great one going on. It's becoming a manager maker, and it's going on for a month. So this makes us as leaders very excited because you know how much we feel about the manager position, which is the building block of the entire business. So getting to manager, you get $50. If you help someone get to manager as their sponsor, you get $25. So there's some extra cash on the table, but most importantly, you're setting people up for great success in the future. And then finally, my year-end ritual, everyone will be receiving the year-end questions on completing and putting 2020 to bed and creating the best year ever for 2021. So that's coming in the newsletter today. If you're not getting the newsletter, there is a link that you can send your new people that is a URL. What is it, honey? To get on the newsletter?
Live Younger
Newsletter.
Newsletter.com.
LiveYoungerNewsletter.com, and anyone who's brand new that isn't getting the newsletter can add their name to it. And if you don't do that, you can forward the newsletter you get, take off the unsubscribe at the bottom, please, and forward it to your new people so they'll all get on there. So those are my updates for today and tonight, and you'll be seeing those in the newsletter. And wonderful to see all of you this morning.
Yay. Wonderful to see
For those of
you.
you-
Love seeing
and
your
I-
faces.
And I want to show you. Can you see?
Our Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh, you're
And our menorah. We got both.
Where's the
So-
menorah? Where's the
What?
Where's the menorah, Robin? I didn't see that. Oh, beautiful.
Right here. So we celebrate everything.
That's great.
Yep. And it's a unique holiday season this year, and do reach out to people
Yes.
even more than ever.
Reach out.
This is really important. A lot of people are just hungry for connection, and I've just been having so much fun. Every year I send out cards and it does the cards automatically. And this year I'm handwriting cards, and it is labor intensive, but it's really special to, be with that people. I'm not sending out as many as I typically send out, but it's a wonderful gesture for people to get something in the mail, like really in the mail. And so I invite you to, write some notes to people and pick up the phone and really connect and share your light, because that's what we're here for, is to shine brightly. Okay.
Shine brightly.
All right. Well, I think that will complete. There's 2 things in the chat. Let me see if there's anything else we need to say. The poster lady for X39 is in Australia. Dr. Barbara, where did the wife place the X39 for her heel pain?
The foot numbness. Where did she put is Dr. Barbara still
Uh,
here?
yeah, she just put it on the 2 normal places.
Yep, that's the magic of it. It
That's the
knows where to
magic.
go.
She
It
did.
is. It is
Bob-
magic. I was
Yeah.
on a call last night, a Zoom with a doctor in Dubai. It was, we're coordinating time zones. We're all over the world, you guys, and it's so wonderful to share this great news everywhere. So just know we have more and more doctors coming on like crazy, and it's wonderful because they get to leverage their patients' trust with enhancing the clinical outcome with what we have. So welcome aboard, Brian.
Thank you.
Great to have you. And tomorrow night is Dr. Jeff Hubbard, MD from Texas.
Yay,
So
thank
please
you.
join us. Yes, everybody loves Dr. Jeff. Everybody loves everybody. It's so
Yes.
wonderful.
There's a lot
Okay.
of love going around here.
There's
All
a
right,
lot of love
everybody.
going on.
Keep
Okay.
on patching. Have a great day.
Bye.
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 Bye in Facebook land.
Bye.